mile circuit, up and over the bridge, over that little waterway. That's what causes that hump there on this stretch down to turn 3. Less than 4 minutes remain.
And what's impressed me is David's ability to be quick on both tires. He's had very excellent pace on the primaries, obviously got the job done on the alternates. So for me, this is in a great setup window. And this driver, big oversteer. Oh.
Lost the back end of the car, so you got to bail out on this lap and try to regroup.
That was in a 4-wheel drift.
Yeah.
He saved that nicely. That could have been really ugly very early on in this Firestone Fast 6.
So I think he should really soft pedal these next few corners, try to cool the rears back down, and get ready to reload and send it one more time. But he's pushing.
Helio Castroneves to the top of the 15.4. Joseph Newgarden only a 16.3. Both drivers did one lap, then dived into pit lane. They're going to be throwing another set of those tires on.
And that's the interesting strategy, Hinch. Like Newgarden, those guys did the one lap on the first set of reds. Now going to do another lap on the second set of reds. Some teams doing just one set, like Pato O'Ward. So which one will win out? Going to be fun to watch.
Look, Simon Pagenaud made the Firestone Fast 6 at St. Pete to kick the year off and to start his tenure at Meyer-Shank Racing. For Helio Castroneves, he started on the 3rd row at Texas, but qualifying hasn't been good for Meyer-Shank this year. So this is a massive turnaround, and Helio heads the group with 2.5 to go. Malukas back in the groove.
This is where he lost it on the last lap. It looks like it's a little bit tighter. The rear still looks a little bit nervous on entry. Potentially he's made a brake bias adjustment to the front of the car. Rear stepping out on exit, but his lap time not trending particularly well. 7/10 down to Castroneves.
I would have loved to have seen one driver just throw on the primaries and see what they had left.
Especially based on what Pagenaud did before, right?
Yeah.
That's a great thought. Less than 2 minutes remain. Who's got the magic?
Yeah, the back of that car looks like it's all over the place for David Malukas.
He looks past its prime.
Yeah, he's doing a good job hanging on to it. But I think, yeah, exactly right.
In terms of tires.
The best is behind him.
While he dives to the pits, just coming back to Scott Dixon. Dixon was talking about track density, and with so many Indy cars, 26 being on this 2.35 mile circuit, it's a car every 376 feet. At Indy, it's a car every 400 feet, and a lot wider and a lot smoother.
Castroneves trying to better his time. He's level set through turns 1 and 2, just 900ths quicker on this lap. As Takuma Sato, look at that. P1 at a 15.3. Sato will stay out and give it one more shot.
What a day it has been for Dale Coyne Racing, for both Taku and for David Malukas. Pato O'Ward wasn't that far off. He was only just over 100th of a second behind. Now he's dropped to 0.2 of a second behind. Pagenaud's on a pretty good looking lap, so too is Newgarden.
Yeah, Newgarden down into turn 3, already 0.2 of a second to the good from the pole position, provisional pole position time of Takuma Sato right now, and he's gaining Townsend through turn 4 into turn 5. Loose a little bit there as we watch Helio. Can he get anything else out of this thing?
Well, for Jim Meyer and Mike Shank, they not only have a couple of Indianapolis 500 winners, they've got a couple of winners here on the streets of Belle Isle.
Car sliding a bit too much for Castroneves through the final 2 corners. I don't think that'll be any quicker, no. So Sato still holding, but this guy, Newgarden, right there, 1,000th of a second quicker to this point. Can he hold on? Can he get better? Slightly better.
That first part of the lap, big oversteer. It seems like the tires are there, can do it, but it just falls off so much. He's got 2 corners left.
And 13.
I think he's got it.
Boom. He has. Newgarden rockets to the P1 award.
That'd be P1.
How about that? Yeah, nice little fist pump there for the Hitachi Chevrolet driver. And after frustration at the Indianapolis 500 for Team Penske, they are back in Rogers' house. And one of the captain's men sits on the pole position for tomorrow's Chevrolet Detroit Grand Prix. Well done, Joseph Newgarden.
Always nice to get that done in Chevy's backyard.
And that keeps the trend going, fellas. 7 different pole sitters from 7 qualifying sessions in 2022.